Hello everybody, my name's John, a retired cook from the northeast of England in the UK, and welcome to my latest video recipe. And in this one I'll show you how to make the perfect pizza dough for your homemade pizzas. It's a quick, reliable recipe that's very easy to make. In fact, from raw flour to a mouth-watering finished pizza in around 2¼ hours. Incredible. And this recipe makes enough dough for 3 12-inch pizzas, 2 of which you can store ready to use in your freezer for later. You can see the ingredients list and full written method for this recipe on the recipe page on the channel's website. And the link to that page and lots more is in the description box under the video. Just find and click on the word more, and that'll give you access to all the relative links for this video, including our website store products. Okay, let's get on with today's recipe. First job, make sure your water is around 40 degrees Celsius, that's 104 Fahrenheit. Now add the sugar, which is only there to get your yeast started. Next to go in is the instant or active dried yeast. If you're using fresh yeast, you'll need 20 grams. Now give that a good stir until everything is dissolved into the water. Right, set that aside for 10 minutes, and if there's no visible activity after 10 minutes, your yeast must be dead and it needs replacing. On to making the dough. Now I'll be using my stand mixer to do mine, but this dough can very easily be kneaded by hand too, as it's only a 65% hydration recipe. And if you are kneading by hand, just follow the simple instructions on screen. First job, add your now active yeast mixture to the bowl. Now you can add the olive oil. Next to go in is the flour, and if you can get it, use fine 00 pasta or pizza flour, and if you can't get hold of that, just use ordinary white bread flour. And the final ingredient to go in is the salt. Now using the dough hook attachment, bring it all together on speed 1. You can help the machine along a bit by scraping down the sides of the bowl with your bowl scraper. Right, once everything's together, you can set your machine away and knead the dough for 10 minutes. And while the dough's kneading, you can oil the proofing bowl with a little olive oil. And a very quick mention to the channel's Patreon, PayPal, Super Thanks and YouTube's new membership supporters. I'll do the name splash and shout out a little later in the video. Back to the machine, and this is what the dough should look like after 5 minutes. And after 10 minutes, whether you've used a machine or hand kneaded, you should now have a very smooth ball of dough. Now get it out of the mixer bowl and onto the bench. Now give the dough a quick knead, then form it into a ball. Drag the dough like this to tighten up the outer skin. Get it into the oil bowl as shown, making sure the whole dough ball has a thin coat of oil on it. Now cover the bowl. I like to use a shower cap for this, and these are available on the website if you're interested in lots of colours and different patterns. Now let that proof in the bowl in a nice warm spot for 1 hour. And once that first hour is up, your dough should have at least doubled in size. Turn it out onto your unfloured workbench. And because we oiled the bowl, it should slide straight out. Now you need to knock the dough back. That simply means force all of the built up CO2 gas out of it. Now form the dough into a ball once again. Now using your scales, divide it into 3 equal pieces. And if your measurements were correct at the beginning, each piece should weigh around 300 grams, that's 11 ounces each. And while I'm dividing that dough, why not get up to date and join in all the fun with everything that's happening on the channel by joining our monthly newsletter. There'll be a link in the description if you want to check it out. Form 2 of them into tight dough balls. Once formed, wrap them individually in lightly oiled cling film or plastic wrap. Now those two can be stored in the freezer for future pizzas. Alternatively, you can keep these in a container in your fridge for 5 to 7 days. Right, form the third piece of dough into a smooth dough ball too. Dust the bench with a little flour. Now place the dough in the middle and give it a light dusting too. Now cover the dough ball with a lightweight dry cloth and let it proof for 20 minutes this time. Once that proofing time is up, we can start forming it into a pizza shape. I'll first tidy up this flour on the bench and give the dough ball another light dust too. Now using your fingers, start forming it into a pizza shape. Begin in the middle. Now try to leave a border all around the edge of the pizza. Now keep stretching and resting the dough a little at a time. Don't try to get the final shape in one go. Soon as the dough tightens up, let it rest for a moment and begin again. When the time comes to use the ones you froze, you'll probably find they'll be a bit easier to shape than this one. It's called cold fermented, and it makes the dough more supple and easier to work. In real time, this took me about 5 minutes to get it to approximately 12 inches. Right, I'll get it onto my peel. A little semolina helps it slide off the peel too. Okay, as this video is more about making and storing pizza dough, I'll just put together a very basic pizza, starting with my homemade tomato sauce. And staying shy of the edge, of course. Now a mixture of grated mozzarella and cheddar cheese. And you can be as liberal or as sparing as you like with the cheese. Entirely up to you. Your pizza, your rules. And I'll finish this one off with some pepperoni slices. There's a little cheese left, so might as well throw that on too. And that's it, a basic pepperoni pizza. Right, I'll get this pizza into my new pizza oven, which I've got set to 270 Celsius, that's around 520 Fahrenheit. Now this is only the second time I've used this oven, so I'm not used to the timings yet. So I'll set the timer to count up mode and just see how long it takes. And if you've been enjoying the recipes here on the channel, why not treat yourself to my 5 recipe books. Each one is packed with many of the dishes you've seen on YouTube, and they include helpful tips and handy QR codes that take you straight to the full video. And we have a very special deal on at the moment. Buy our 5-pack of books on our website only, and the bread book 4 is included absolutely free, saving you a massive £11, so get your order in while the deal lasts. And if you've any concerns about ordering online, please check out the video on how our warehouse and ordering system is run. There'll be a link in the description to the video. Right, back to the recipe. Okay, the pizza looks ready to come out, and it's taken 6 minutes and 45 seconds. I'll do another video a little later down the road and get the times and temperatures nailed down for this particular oven. But like I said earlier, this video is more about the pizza dough. But this is looking pretty good for now, and the aroma is absolutely mouth-watering. Okay, time to portion this beauty with my large rocker pizza cutter, and those edges sound nice and crispy. Think I'll make this a 6-portion one. At last, time to try a slice. And I love to see that stretchy mozzarella. I do have a video on the channel on how to make your own mozzarella in less than an hour if you're interested. It's a very easy process. I'll leave a link below. And that is absolutely delicious, guys. That homemade pizza base is wonderfully crispy. Okay, let's have a look underneath without the topping sliding off. And the bottom's cooked wonderfully. And that, everyone, is all there is to making your own homemade pizza dough. Another big thumbs up, everyone. And as promised earlier in the video, here is the latest name splash and shout out list, including YouTube's brand new loyalty membership supporters. And they are Yuki Nai, Vadanks, Nathan Brock, Jens K3250 and Lee Roberts 3619, and there's also one who wishes to remain anonymous. Thanks very much guys, I really do appreciate all that you do in supporting the channel. Well, thank you again for watching. Please like, share, comment and subscribe by hitting the circle above. If you do subscribe, activate the bell icon next to the subscribe button on my channel page. And by doing that, you'll be automatically notified every time I upload a new video. And in the meantime, here's a few of my other videos and playlists that you may want to watch. So, until the next time, be safe in your kitchen and bye for now.